Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And tonight's movie is a movie that I've seen at least 5 or 6 times. I remember the first time that I watched it was on cable, and I watched it in the living room television with my mum. She normally doesn't sit and watch English movies with me anymore, or she doesn't watch English movies that much anymore. But this one she kind of did watch, and I think she liked it quite a bit as well. Since then, I watched it once more on cable, and this is the years that I did still watch cable. 2010 onwards, I completely stopped watching cable TV, and I've watched it twice on streaming service, and this would be twice, maybe 3 times. This would be number six, and it's a movie that I absolutely love and adore. Although I do not like a couple of things about it. A few things about it, mainly because the fact that it is dogs that actually die in this movie. Even though it's a Disney film, there's some death happening, and that doesn't sit with me. Anytime, any movie, I don't care if you kill the people, as long as the puppy survives, right? So we've got a movie here called Eight Below, and it is a Disney movie which is a survival drama, survival basically for these dogs, and it's actually a remake of the movie Antarctica, which is a Japanese movie. Japanese movies seem to be doing really well with dogs for some reason. And yeah, it is set mostly in Antarctica. The movie stars the late um, Paul Walker, Bruce Greenwood, Moon Bloodgood, who I have had a big crush on for a very long time, and Jason Biggs. And you've got the movie is directed by Frank Marshall. So even though the movie is set in Antarctica, it was filmed in Svalbard in Norway, Greenland to get the ice, and in British Columbia, Canada. And yeah, so this was one of the movies starting that I have seen with Paul Walker in it. I haven't seen too many of his movies. I don't happen to be a fan of the Fast and the Furious movies, so I don't really know that much about him. But yeah, this movie is pretty good. So it's supposed to be set in 1993, and there is a team of scientists on the Antarctica research base at the National Science Foundation, and they asked to welcome and take in a UCLA professor named Dr. Davis McLaren, because he needs to go to a place called Mount Melbourne, because there's a meteorite that is supposed to be from Mercury, which has hit the atmosphere and landed there. So it's roughly in that area, and he needs to go and collect it. So that's the reason that he's there. This team is pretty small. It just got about 5 people in it, and then you've got Professor McLaren coming in. So the best way to go is by dog sled, and Paul Walker's character's name is Jerry Shepherd. So initially he was a little reluctant because of the weather conditions, but he does take him. While on it, McLaren does find the meteor, but he goes through some thin ice. He falls into the water, frozen, gets, and he also breaks his leg. So with the help of the lead dog, Maya, very cute dog. They're all Alaskan. What do you call those? Alaskan Huskies and Malamute dogs. They're mostly working dogs, so they is able to help and take him back to safety just in time, because there is a huge snowstorm coming. The humans have to evacuate to McMurdo base. They don't have enough space for the dogs, so they have to leave the dog behind. And Shepard's fingers are also suffering from frostbite, so they have to treat him and the professor as well as quickly as possible. So how do you pronounce her name now? Moon Bloodgood is character is known as Katie, so she's the pilot. So she takes the small plane and takes them all, and they tie the dogs outside, so that they don't escape. Unfortunately, at McMurdo, they refuse to give them another plane to go back and collect the dogs, because they're not allowing anybody to go in, because the storm is actually even worse than they actually thought it would be. And therefore, they are told that they all need to evacuate. They have to send everybody to New Zealand, and from there on they can move on to their various places of where they actually stay. So Paul Walker is really upset. He's upset with Katie as well. They are former lovers who seem to be rekindling their relationship from 2 years ago. However, because of this, there's another rift that comes between them. So he goes back, tries to get, he goes back to the United States, goes to Washington, tries to get, permission and funding to go back and collect the dogs. Um, however, it doesn't happen. He goes and meets McLaren and he tells him about this. He says, if you put in a word, um, because having found the meteorite in question, he's a big name right now. So if he actually does ask for it, he says it'll happen. But because of the storm, nobody is allowed to go there. However, a little later, McLaren realizes that he feels because his son draws saying the hero is his personal hero is the dog that rescued his father. McLaren has a change of heart and he uses the remaining money of his grant to fund the trip back to go and rescue the dogs. So Shepard basically goes to New Zealand, looking for a boat to take him to Antarctica. He joins up with his friends, basically McLaren, Dr. McLaren, Katie, Charlie Cooper, who's played by Jason Biggs. He's the comedic relief in this movie. And they go and finally do rescue the dogs. So it is 6 months after they initially had to leave the dogs behind, and after a couple of weeks the dogs actually escape. However, the oldest dog is kind of affected by the cold and hunger, so he chooses to lay back. Even if the other dogs try to get him to go, poor guy, he decides to just stay there and die. So in the snow, the other dogs, they all go and they catch some. The cats manage to catch some birds, seagulls, I believe they are. I'm not really sure. Are they seagulls? Yeah, seagulls basically. So the dogs get some nourishment and then they try to they move on. And along the way, one of the other dog also dies when they are playing around. They see the northern lights, or not northern lights. This is in Antarctica, but something very similar. And what is that actually called? Anyway, it's something. It's one of those atmospheric things. So I think the dog's name is Dewey, and he too dies. They have to leave him behind. So the rest of now it's just 6 dogs. They go. There's also a scene in which they are hunting, trying to eat a dead whale or something like that, and they're attacked by a sea leopard, a dead orca basically. They're trying to eat the meat, but they're driven off by leopard seal, and the leopard seals are pretty wild, by the way. They're very fierce. However, they do manage to divert the seal in one direction while they tried, and the rest of them try to steal some meat. However, Maya is bitten by the seal on her leg, so she, the other dogs basically chase away the sea leopard, but she limps and goes back. So now it is like they have to even leave Maya in the snow. However, Max, the youngest one, he keeps going back to find Maya. Maya is supposed to be the leader, and he leads her back to them. So they end up going back to the base, and once Shepard and his friends reach there, initially they don't see any sign of the dogs, but then they hear barking and they see the dogs coming in, and finally Maya, who is limping, is led by the youngest dog, Max. And they show a grave for the 2 fallen dogs. So they had the oldest dog, Jack, and Dewey, and that was really sad for me. But yeah, at least the other dogs do get rescued. So that's a synopsis. Beautiful setting, because whatever is set to be Antarctica, there are some there are some errors in the excuse me. There are some errors in the movie, mainly to do with the Antarctica, because it's not actually Antarctica, and at that time it wouldn't be this bright. Those are the kind of things which I can forgive, because at that point in time they wouldn't be able to go to Antarctica and actually shoot this movie, in such settings. So can I forgive him for that? Yeah, of course. It is an error, but yeah, it is a goof, but still, um, I don't care. So other than that, anything else? Not much, because the focus is a lot on the dogs for the major part of the film, and on Shepard trying to get, because he feels guilty in leaving the dogs behind. They're not supposed to be exactly pets, although they do stay inside sometimes, and he's very affectionate to the dogs. They're supposed to be working dogs, but you know, once they get into your heart, there's no going back. So yeah, and having lost a loving dog myself, I had a golden retriever. Oh boy, yeah. So as far as dog movies go, this is definitely one of my favorite, except for the fact that those two dogs died, and the fact that they had to be left behind and survive on their own for 6 months. But it is a pretty fun movie to watch. Oh, I do need to mention two other actors who are in this. Gerard Plunkett plays Andy Harrison, who is the boss of that particular group over there, with Shepard, Katie, and a couple of other people, including Charlie Cooper. August Schellenberg plays a small role as Mindo, and you have Wendy Crewson playing the wife of Davis McLaren. So, yeah, a couple of actors who I do definitely want to mention. So, I would give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. It's very enjoyable. Uh, you know, I think people of all ages can enjoy, but be careful about showing this to your really young kids, because there are a few scenes that might not be really suitable for young folks like that. Maybe 10 and above is okay, even though it's a Disney movie. So yeah, 8.5 for me. Really good movie, and definitely that I would do want to add to my collection sometime soon. All right, take care, guys. Have a good night.